Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Muzaffar Teja, a qualified accountant and investment banker, and today I'm breaking down chapter 1 of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Now I'll be honest, this book completely changed how I think about money. It challenges so many of the ideas we have been taught growing up, and the very first chapter hits hard with this line: the rich don't work for money. Wait, what? Don't work for money? Isn't that we're all supposed to do? Well, buckle up, because this chapter is where Robert introduces us to two very different mindsets about money, and only one of them leads to true financial freedom. Robert grew up with two father figures: his biological father, whom he calls his poor dad, and his best friend's father, whom he calls rich dad. Now, poor dad was well educated, had a stable government job, and valued job security. He believed in working hard, getting promotions, and climbing the corporate ladder. Sound familiar? Rich dad, on the other hand, didn't have a fancy degree, but he was a successful entrepreneur and investor. His mindset: don't work for money. Make money work for you. These two men gave Robert two completely opposite financial philosophies. Poor dad would say, go to school, get good grades, find a safe job, and work hard for your salary. But the rich dad would say, learn how money works, build businesses, invest in assets, don't chase a paycheck, build cash flow. This is where Kiyosaki introduces the concepts of rat race. Most people work jobs to earn money, but as soon as they get paid, money goes into bills, rent, car payment, groceries, and then it's gone. So what do? They go back to work and repeat this endless cycle of working to pay expenses is what traps people. They might earn more over time, but their spending increases too. Better salary, bigger house. Bonus, new car. Raise, expensive vacations. That's not financial freedom, that's financial dependence. And here's the key idea: working harder won't set you free if your money habits stay the same. Kiyosaki explains that most people are controlled by two emotions: fear and greed. Fear makes us get up every morning and go to work even if we hate our jobs, because we are scared of not being able to pay the bills. That fear pushes us into jobs we don't love, and we trade our time for money just to survive. Then comes greed. The moment we get a raise or a bonus, we start imagining all the things we can buy: a new phone, a luxury watch, better car. We think these things will give us happiness, but we don't stop to think, are these things helping us to build wealth or just draining our bank account? And so the cycle continues. Fear drives us to work and greed drives us to spend. Rich Dad taught Robert to master his emotions. Don't be a slave to fear and greed. Instead, use your brain, use money as a tool, not a reward or a safety net. This is the title of the chapter: The Rich Don't Work for Money. And here's what it really means. Most people earn money by trading time for it. You work 8 hours, you get paid. The moment you stop working, your income stops too. Rich Dad taught Robert to look beyond the paychecks and focus on creating income generating assets, things that make money whether you are working or not. Let me give you an example. You buy a rental property. Every month you collect rent. That's income. That's coming in whether you are asleep or on a holiday. Or you invest in a dividend paying stock. Again, money comes in passively. That's how you make money work for you. Rich Dad told Robert, the moment you understand how money works, you will never have to work for it again. Let that sink in. The rich don't work for money because they own asset that produces money for them. This brings us to one of the most important lessons from this book, and it starts here in chapter 1. Know the difference between assets and liability. An asset puts money into your pocket, and liability takes money out of your pocket. So what are assets? Rental properties, dividend paying stocks, a business that runs without you, intellectual property like a book or course. And what are liabilities? A car loan, a credit card debt, a house you live in but doesn't produce income, any purchase that cost money to maintain. Poor dad bought liabilities thinking they were assets. Rich dad focused on building his asset column month after month, year after year. And guess what? That's how he became financially free. The traditional system teaches us to be employee, not owners. It tells us work hard, get good grades, climb the ladder, don't make mistakes, play it safe. But the wealthy take a different route. They understand that money is a game, and once you learn the rule, you can win. They embrace calculated risk, invest in assets, and learn from the failures. Rich Dad said something powerful. One of the biggest traps is thinking a job will solve your financial problem. It won't. It just keeps you dependent on someone else. That's not freedom, that's survival. So what's the key takeaway from chapter 1? If you want to be rich, stop working for money and start learning how money works. Understand your emotions, build financial education, focus on assets, and shift your mindset from employee to investor. Let money work for you, not the other way around. And here's a question I'll leave you with. Are you working for money, or is your money working for you? Let me know in the comments below. If you found the value in this breakdown, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and stick around because in the next video we will dive into chapter 2, why teach financial literacy. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. I'm Muzaffar Teja, and I'll see you in the next one.